And we are back again, just getting my computer going. Bear with me. Okay, so the colour wheel. So I've had some questions about the colour wheel and how to use it. I'm just going to turn this iron off. And the colour wheel is something you can use with either paints or fabrics or papers, whatever. The colour wheel has two different sides to it. You can see from front and back. It has this side here, which is the main side, and then it has another side with your mixing. This is also a mixing, but this first side where you have the words colour wheel written on it, how to use a colour card and all that jazz, it does tell you how to do it. But what it tells you here on this side is what happens when you add a colour to it. So if you have a red, so we go here, if you've got a red, adding red to red is not going to do much. If you've got an orange and you add yellow, it's going to create that colour. If you have what have we got here? Just trying to get the yellow. Here we go. Yellow, adding blue will make this colour. So on and so forth. So yellow and green. So if you've got a yellow and a green together, you're going to get that. Add a white to it and you get that. Okay. You have a yellow orange, so yellow and a bit of orange, and you add a yellow to another yellow to it, you'll get that. You'll get a lighter version. If I add white to it, if I've got orange and yellow and I want to add some white, I'm going to get that colour. Okay, if I've got a yellow and I add black, I'm going to get that colour, which is like an olive green. So you can figure out what colours. Orange with a bit of blue will make like a grey colour. Then on this side here, on this inner part, you've got values of your greys or your colour values. So your colour value is the lightness or darkness of a colour. So the value 10 is as white as it can be, to value 1 being as black as or dark as it can be. So this is your grey scale. So that's how you use this side. The other side, a little bit more complex, but let's try it anywho. Okay, so you turn the dial and the arrow, pure colour, points to the colour relationship shown using this diagram in the centre. So if I have yellow and I want my complementary opposite, I can add violet to it, okay, to get different shades of it. All right. Sorry, start again. If I have yellow and I want my complementary color, it's going to be violet, and that will tell me. So if I have a green, that's my pure color, my complementary is red. If I have blue, my complementary is orange, okay? If I have what they call a split complementary, so that is choosing one color and using the color on each side of its complementary, complement on the color wheel. So if I have blue and I want to use a split complementary, I can use a yellow orange or a red orange by using a red and an orange to mix to make colors that will also work with this. That's a little bit more, out there, but it does work the same sort of way. You can also use them in 3 lots and 4 lots of colors, different sort of angles. Now, This also shows you the monochromatic, which is using any shade or tint or tone of one color. So that's a tint, a tone, and a shade. So you find that each one of these colors, no matter where I turn the wheel, will have a tint, a tone, and a shade. Its complementary is going to be here. So the complementary for that shade would be this one here in the red orange section. So I would then get fabric and line it up and say, all right, where's this one? You know, do you know what I mean? Like you find out where it sits in the whole mix of things. So you can sort of look at it and go, well, it's probably more into that reddy, pinky sort of tone. I would say it's on the redder side of things. It's somewhere in there. So that's my tonal, what I'm going to use with it. Well, the absolute opposite of a red is going to be the green, or the complementary is going to be a green. So if I want to put something that's going to suit that, I would use a green. If I have something on the blue, so something that color, and I go, all right, well, I want a complementary opposite, get the, here, that's my pure color, it says it there for me. My complementary opposite is going to be the orange. So if I want something to really complement this, I would then throw an orange. And if you have a look at that, that's your orange against it, and you can see it really pops. So that's how the complementaries work. That is probably the easiest way to explain it. There are other like tetrads and stuff like that, which is really, really good at getting into the more complex side of things. But the easiest way to use it is to figure out what your complementary one is that works with what you've got in your hand, and what is good when you mix colors. So when you mix black or white or blue or yellow or red, which are, you know, you mix them with one of these other colors, what do you get? So by doing that, I can turn this to, say, a blue, adding yellow gets me that green, blue violet. So I've used blue and violet together, and then I want to add a yellow. That's going to get me that sort of olive green. If I've got a red and a violet, so red violet, if I add yellow to it, it's going to get me that mustard color. That's how you work it. Okay, so I hope that helps. Might help me, I hope. I hope it does. I do hope it does help, and it works for you. You can use it, like I say, with paints or fabrics or papers or whatever like that. It'll all work. I use it if I'm going in, you know, you can sort of go, okay, well, it's sort of into the red tones. You can sort of see how it's more in the red tones. Okay, well, you know, if I've got paint there, I'll add blue paint to it, and it's, you know, if I've got over this side and I want to know what my pure color is, I will turn it to that red, find out which one it is. You know, it's not red orange. It's got a bit of violet in it as well. So it could be a red violet even, which to me is fine. So if we go red violet, even those colors will match in nicely with it. Do you know what I'm saying? So if it's got that sort of tone, I know that they're going to match, and that one there is going to be my complementary, which is still in the green yellows. Okay, so I hope that clears up some, or makes it as clear as mud, and I hopefully will get to some more videos in the next week or so. I look forward to it, and chat to you soon. Bye everyone.